afternoon. Hi guys. So back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. And yes, you're welcome to press down below the subscribe button and follow my channel. So the last couple of days I have continued writing and I have in total now 27 chapters. And that's just the first triple, so to speak. So today I want to read you some bits, little bits and pieces, and yeah, let's see. I'm also, yeah, that's nice. So let me find out. So I hope you're doing great. I'm wearing a new hat. My granny did that. She does hats like that. So today I read you here. So my friend Nora came to visit for a couple of days, and so we were hanging out and had oh yeah. So sorry, I read shortly. Another weekend, I had a visit from Nora, my old friend from my childhood and early youth. We smoked some weed, sniffed cocaine, and so on, and went to brunch at Kalversplatz late in the morning the next day, and smoked some weed. And I think we sat there for about 4 or 5 hours, and then and in between we were smoking weed and completely drugged up. So we sped our way through the buffet, the brunch buffet. Yes, at some point we walked back to Motte, briefly past the gallery for a chat. It was Tommy 6,000, and to see what was going on at the weekend, any plans, any special events or anything. So we met up with Hans in the evening, went to the gallery for a bit, and then went on over to the Eimer, the club, the bucket club at Rosenthalstraße. We called in a few snippets, as Hans liked to call them. It was LSD. The effect came pretty soon, and we sat in the ground floor club room of the Eimer, the bucket club, and Peter, one of the bosses, put on the music while he DJ'd. Nora sat next to me. Hans was happy to be on a trip with 2 cute young sexy girls and sat opposite us. The LSD hit pretty much like a tornado. And yes, the music seemed worse and worse, and so worse that as worse it could get, that we were constantly laughing. We also continued to smoke weed on LSD and so on. That was pretty something. We didn't stop laughing. We really like we were lying on the ground, literally, honestly, and the music seemed to be more and more bad, like utterly bad. I mean, it was hilarious. Um, hilarious is one of my favorite words. What can I do? So yeah, a few hours passed until we moved from the place and then decided to go diagonally opposite to the delicious donuts. I believe this club still exists. Hans, of course, invited us to come home with him. Yes, sure. Okay, delicious donuts it is. So there were two bouncers who looked like the panzerknackers, oh, I had the word. What was it? From the Donald Duck magazine. Wait, just a sec. Panzerknacker. Yay. Beagle Boys, yes. The Beagle Boys. So, yeah. Sorry for that. The Beagle Boys. From Donald Duck's Tales. Tales. Wow. So the bouncers who look like the Beagle Boys from Donald Duck Tales. Can I say that like that? They also had such striped jumpers on and so on. Sweaters in American English, jumpers in England. Um, I assume you don't even say beanie in America. Anyway, it was good to talk about it. So, well, we were hanging at the counter right next to the entrance, and the Beagle Boys bouncers were really too much for us on our LSD film. We had to hold on to the counter laughing. No kidding. They really looked like that. I mean, I don't make it that shit up, because they really look like that. But and I've seen them before, but on that day, it made it worse. I mean, in a very good way. But they really looked like that, and they had striped jumps on top of it. They probably knew, and I don't know, they probably knew. I mean, it's quite logic because they really look like that. Well, we still managed to order a drink and stayed for a while, said goodbye to Hans and trudged happily down Linienstrasse to the gallery flat. The gallery flat is a typical old backhouse flat, these old buildings in Berlin, completely unrenovated with no bathroom. There were colorful plastic screw nozzles lying around in the hallway because Damian, my so-called lover and housemate, in his madness, probably thought that would look like incredibly interesting. Had something, indeed. You don't usually see that. That's clear. I agree. Then the small kitchen living room, which was also a passageway to Damian's room, and which in turn to was also a passageway and that to my room, which overlooked Linienstrasse from the first floor. Nora was fumbling like a fool over the sleeves. The electricity was also turned off again, and now and then we could steal electricity by a huge cable system. Damien didn't say a word, but he must have heard us. We were still laughing like idiots in the room until we were so tired and fell asleep. The next day, of course, Nora and I were completely wasted and hangover. So we rolled out of bed and got ready in my self-installed shower, which consisted of a tub, a watering can, and a hose from the tap. Since Damien had already disappeared into the studio to continue working on his paintings, we put the attractive shower in the kitchen. No, no joke, because it was like a plastic, tub, like high like that, big like that, because I need my showers, I'm like daily, and I often attracted so-called cavemen kind of guys. Yeah, but I need my shower, and I don't know why I'm so attracted to them, because and on the other hand, I'm not so attracted to them. You know what I mean? It's like very controversial. Anyway, so that shower was on that day in the kitchen. We listened to loud music and got ready. Nora was happily rolling joints again, and we read one up. What are we? We did smoke one after the other until one day we were done. No, until one moment. No, we smoked. We smoked one after the other until at some point, I have to say it like that, until at some point, we were done and went out. Smoking. What can I say? So when you're stoned, when you're stoned, a lot of time can pass. Like hours can seem like pass very, very fast, but also half an hour can seem like many hours. So you never know. They fly by or they don't pass at all. Unbearable. Tommy 6000 was a good bone. Yes, indeed he was. Even he was a big rascal who could tell the good from the bad and would always protect his gang just in a Tommy way, as usual. Bless him. Yeah, so that was quite something that weekend. Another weekend, we went to a theatre. I know that was a year later. That was fun. We went to Volksbühne. We saw another play from Frank Castle. He's one of my favorite directors still. I mean, I have a lot of heroes, to be frank, it's always good to have, heroes. People, places, and things that inspire you, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Another one is like Five Richter. I think I still have the link down below. I'm not sure if the play is still visible online, but maybe you can. I can highly recommend it. It was really good. And I have a premiere 21st of October in Paris. That's good. didn't want to stay at Pierrot's flat in the long run because I somehow wanted something from this guy. She told me to